not only a bank, it's an IT hub. And also together with us is Mr. Nikolai. He is representing Eurochem, and he will tell a little more in a practical way how he is working in India. So I would like to pass the floor to Nikolai because he is joining one more session and we have a little lack of time. So here you are.
So, colleagues, good afternoon. For me, it's really pleasure to be here in Baroda, this nice city in this nice state, Gujarat. Just because a lot of manufacturers with whom I have contacting during this several years in India, and who support our production in Russia with equipment manufactured here, located in Gujarat. So I'm really happy to be here. I'm really happy to speak with you as a business representative. It helps us to be more closer. We already do good communication on a government level. We do great things on a business level. And now for me as a Russian company, Russian manufacturers, located opened the sourcing office in India. It's quite important to highlight what we are looking for here, what we are expecting from Indian manufacturers. So once again, Eurochem. Short story, Eurochem, it is not only fertilizer manufacturers located in Russia. No, Eurochem, it is the vertically integrated company with the own raw materials, own underground and open pit mine, own beneficiation plant, own processing complex. So we are do uh, we create value chain for fertilizer from raw materials until the last point when the agricultural business start to using our fertilizers. So for us, as for Eurochem be here, it is not only commercial, it's also quite high level strategic important to be presented here. Um, so Russia and India has a great partnership for fertilizers. We do a lot of practical and strategic things. We got great support on a government level. We are signed a lot of agreements for to support our trade exchange. Yeah, and as Russia, it is the world's leader of with fertilizer export, and India, it is the key key user of fertilizers. Here now we are found some bundle effect, let's call it like this. So we are at this moment Russia do around 30% cover around 30% of Indian import of fertilizers, and as and if it goes to see on a bigger picture, it is not only statistic, yeah, it is the some sign of trust, some sign of strong and great created supply chain. And now we are in the position when once again Russia has a great resource based, and India has a good demand. So as a Eurochem, we are do manufacturing per year about 22 million tons of different kind of fertilizers. And we are improving our manufacturing capacity, and during next 2 and 3 years we are improve our capacity for additional 10-15%. Yeah, it is we gonna to launch new line in our Kazakhstan plant, one Russian plant, and ongoing ramp up in our Brazilian plant. So we are presented quite well across the globe with our manufacturing and with our sales base. And as for Eurochem representative, we opened a sourcing office in India to support our procurement action in January 2025. And our key activities, it is the develop local sourcing base for different kind of equipment, raw materials, and support our new OPEX project, and as well as the modernization, just because some of our manufacturing unit quite old, like 50 plus years old, some of them more older. Yeah, so as you can imagine, it is the, how to say, huge opportunity to Indian manufacturers to came and replace some old Soviet Union equipment, or the little bit more little bit less older, but some kind of European or Japanese one. At this moment, I can say that we have to concentrate on a few points. Yeah, we have to identify opportunities in terms of the quality. Second point, which are quite critical for us, it is the manufacturing and delivery lead time. And only on a third point, or a third level for us as for end user, it is the price. Yeah, let's see, the highest important for us as for manufacturer, it is the quality. Just because we are I would say our production process quite aggressive, quite dangerous. Yeah, and if we deliver something with a bad quality, the potential issues and problem can be, how to say, should be solved only with how to say 1000% higher than we are safe on a less quality level equipment. So once again, our message today, we are came to India to found, to identify strong and reliable industrial partners. We are open to dialogue with the Indian manufacturers. We are ready to consider proposals from Indian manufacturers. So we are interested in to find and develop further opportunities for our businesses. So it is all what I want to say. Yeah, and if somebody from the group wants to ask something, welcome. And a little bit I have more or less 10 or 15 minutes here in this group, and after that you can catch me somewhere nearby. Yeah, and for sure you can find my contact, or just use this perfect app and text me something. Yeah, and in terms of the equipment, once again, we are in a whole production life cycle, from underground mine. Yeah, we do mining, open pit mine, beneficiation process. So beneficiation process means it's material handling equipment, and petrochemical and fertilizer manufacturing process. So for all of this, we are looking for equipment, raw materials, some kind of reagents and catalyzers. So just imagine it is the 13 manufacturing assets across the globe with a total manufacturing capacity 22 million tons. With generally we have our employment base, it's around 33,000 employees working on our plants. So quite big, quite how to say, good and interesting point for further business development for US for manufacturer. Okay, thank you.
And I would like to continue and to show some. So you have a question? Oh, please.
eliminated agent was on their manufacturing unit and control, first of all, they control raw materials quality, which came to this manufacturing unit. After the eliminated part controls each welding. And after this, I remember this is somewhere in the middle of production to control some general dimensions. Then before dispatch, we also control all critical point flaws for the equipment, and after taking we do one kind of control process. So it's only control everywhere. It is just because we are to manufacture during 9 months, and after the delivery period 2 months plus, we have to deliver it by shutdown. We can shut down for maintenance if we miss something. We are and our production team will be not so happy. So generally, it's the general quality and it's team. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes timeline is not so good. Yeah. For I'm already run and finalize not hundreds, but about 100 RFQs here in India. And I can say that sometimes Indian manufacturers too detailed on initial time. You want to have a lot of information on initial time to be prepared more well. But it's and for us it's quite critical to get some initial data as earliest. And after that you further improvement. And for example, we are about something within 2 weeks. Indian manufacturing again, all detailed policy, perfectly prepared documents after one. But we are already lost this 2 weeks. And after that, our technical team review documents and get some comments, critical comments, etc., etc. And we do also one improvement also documents. But if you start earlier, there will be some raw data. We can get the result. It looks like this. Yeah. So guys, thank you for the good discussion. Yeah. Here my part. If somebody else wants to contact, just photo and text me. Okay. So nice to speak with you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I hope it was quite interesting for you to hear about the exact case of how to do business with us and how Russia is doing business in India. So, of course, we are also supporting the program Make in India, and we are looking for a lot of opportunities that the government of India and government of Gujarat is providing. And also, I would like to announce that we are expecting today with us at this session Ms. Shalini. She is Gujarat Kender and director of Gujarat Urja Nikas Nigam. So she will also join us soon. Also, I would like to introduce one more colleague of mine, Ms. Kate Astashina. She joined us. She is representing the Rosatom Corporation, the biggest atomic corporation in Russia. They already having a lot of projects here in India, and I believe you know the most famous one that is based in the south part of the country. Maybe you know the name of it. What is the name of the atomic station? Kodam Kulam. Yeah, right. So before I will start my speech. I will tell a little more about the trade representation. What is trade representation? It's the diplomatic mission. It's a part of the Ministry of Industry and Trade of Russia. We are doing our work separately. We are not a part of the Ministry of External Affairs, and we are implementing all of the projects directly with our ministry. So the Trade Representation Office, it was opened in 1953 in India, in New Delhi, in December. And it was an intergovernmental agreement that was signed between our countries. So we have two offices. The main one is located in New Delhi. The second one is in Mumbai. We operate under political governments of ambassador of the Russian Federation, and Trade Commission is appointed under the decree of the Prime Minister of the Russian Federation. And our main mission, our main goal is to develop the external trade relations, bilateral relations, and to expansion, diversificate the goods basket, and to inform the Russian business and how to work with India, and Indian business how to work with Russia. What support measures can we provide? So we provide the consultative, organizational, informational services, assistance in finding potential partners, assistance in facilitation of participation of Russian enterprises in exhibitions, fairs. The same we do for the Indian companies. And of course, we can help with some analytics, with the figures, and we'll keep you updated on what is going on in the economic and trade sphere. Just some words about Russia. So it's the largest country in the world. It's 1/9 of the total land area of Earth. The main law is the constitution, and according to the constitution, Russia recognizes 89 federal subjects, regions, republic, territories, federal cities. The largest cities are Moscow, it's the capital of Russia, St. Petersburg, Kazan, Novosibirsk, Nizhny Novgorod, Yekaterinburg, and others. So how our relations between our two countries started. So of course we had a long history from the Soviet Union times. But if we speak about the official declarations that were signed after the Soviet Union during the Russian Federation time, so since the signing of Declaration of Strategic Partnership between Russia and India in October 2000, relations between our countries were development. And in 2010, the status of our strategic partnership was raised to particularly privileged strategic partnership. If we're speaking about macroeconomic indicators, the nominal Russia's gross domestic product amounted around $1.8 trillion. According to the statistics, and the GDP on PPT is $5.6 trillion, so it's the 5th place in the world. And if we speak about the structure of the GDP, it's mostly consists of industry and manufacturing sector, around 18%. Mining and machinery is around 11%. Of course, transport, real estate, services, agriculture, construction, electricity, and many others. So here you can see the main industries which are mostly developed in Russia. So the top 5 is metallurgy, engineering, oil and gas, chemicals, timber, construction materials, and also you can see the names of the main Russian players in these sectors. So if necessary, I can also share after the presentation with the organizers. You can take it if necessary. If we speak about the Russian import in 2025, it mostly consists of machinery and equipment, of food and agricultural products, chemicals, and others. And India is on 9th place according to the data of 2025 in the percentage. So it's around 2%. If we're speaking about the Russian exports, so India is forming around 14% of the whole export, and it's mostly energy and mineral products, metallurgy, food, agriculture, and chemicals. Speaking about the trade turnover, according to the Indian statistics for the end of 2025, it's a little less than it was a year ago, but still it's forming $68.7 billion, and we are trying to achieve the main goal that was announced by two leaders of our countries. So till 2030, we expect that our turnover will be $100 billion. In Russia, we also have special economic zones, and it can be a good instrument for you, for the business, to come to Russia. We also have a lot of measures at the federal and at the regional level, which support the international business. We provide special conditions for the businesses who are coming to our special economic zones. Most of them, they are also sector-wise. In Russia, we have 50 special economic zones, 31 industrial parks, 7 technical parks, and 2 ports. So right now, in our special economic zones, we have representatives of 42 countries. It's more than 130 companies which are working with us from the Netherlands, USA, Germany, Turkey, Japan, Denmark, Cyprus, and India. We also have a very nice case with the Uflex. Uflex is a packaging company, so they localized in Russia several years ago, and they are doing very successful business. They are working in special economic zone in the Moscow region, and they are actively promoting their business in Russia, and they expanding their facilities. So in the last 5 years, they expanded their facilities several times. About the logistics, so of course we have two main questions with the business: how to make payments and how to deliver the goods. So about the payments, my colleagues from the banks will tell you more in more details. I will briefly inform you about the logistic. So usually it takes around a month. We have two main routes. It's North-South Transport Corridor. It's Chennai-Vladivostok corridor. So mostly we are using the Port Novasheva and Port Mumbai, Port Mudra, and Port Chennai here in India. So if we're speaking about the container logistics, the price for the container approximately, of course, it depends on the operator which is doing it. It's around $3,000 per container. Also, we have the direct air flights from Delhi to Moscow. It's daily basic. Here you can see the main Russian international events. So we strongly believe that we need to create a good awareness of the business, and such events as Vibrant Gujarat, and in Russia we have our own events, can be used as good platforms to inform the business and to inform people how to work with us, to tell a little more in details about special sectors related, for example, if you are from machinery, chemicals, agro, and many others, so it can be special sector-wise events. So the main one is the biggest economic forum that we are having in Russia. It's PIF, St. Petersburg International Economic Forum. Also we have Eastern Economic Forum, and for the first time we are expecting INNOPROM India, that will happen in September in New Delhi from 9th till 11th before BRICS Summit. It will be co-chaired by the first Deputy Prime Minister, Mr. Manturov. So I would like to invite all of you to come to New Delhi for several days. We will bring the biggest Russian business. It will be not only a business program, not only sessions, it will be a huge exhibition part in Bharat Mandapam. And also we expect a visit of our president and a visit of His Excellency Shri Narendra Modi to this event. So for us it's extremely important. We are also, of course, inviting the government of Gujarat to be a part of it, because one of the main focuses will be the regional cooperation. From the Russian end, we will also bring Russian regions. So here is the brief information about Innaprom India. You can scan a QR code and visit the website. That was done by our operator. From the Russian side, it's Ministry of Industry and Trade, and Formica Events. From the Indian side, it's Ministry of Commerce and Trade, and CII, Confederation of Indian Industry. They are going to be an operator from the side of the business. So here you can find some major NPOs and associations in Russia that can be helpful for you, and also the government corporations. So this also an information resources that can be used to create the brief analysis of how to work with us, that can be useful for the very beginning. And our contact details. Thank you so much for listening, and I would like to pass the floor to our next speaker. As I mentioned, one of the main questions for the business is payments, and I would like to pass the floor to Mr. Sergei Mitryakin, CEO of Gazprom Bank in India.
Thank you very much for the introduction. I believe the next speaker will be able to give you a much more detailed description of how payments are being cleared between Russia and India. My own bank, we have a presence in India for the last 15 years. Gazprom Bank is the third largest in the country, with Sber being number one and VTB being number two. Unfortunately, initially, we have taken the liaison office route to set up business in India. So I'm doing business origination and facilitation for inbound and outbound business between the two countries. We do have a finance or a settlement function, which we run through our Indian partner, UCO Bank in Delhi. But due to the political implications of sanctions placed on us by the Americans, we are limited in the products that we can clear. If you wish to ask concrete questions, we can always talk later on. In the meantime, I'd like to introduce the bank. Although it's third largest in the country, it has probably relationships with all kind of companies of noticeable size in Russia, regardless of the sector. Starting with our niche energy, going to chemicals, processing, mining, metals, base and non-ferrous, transportation, retail, insurance. Basically, you name it, we have a relationship when we know the customers. So one of the things the bank can do for India is to try to find partners between the two countries and set them up to work together if there's possible synergy. We are not just a bank. We own industrial assets that operate in the field of air separation, which is important for metallurgy, and also in heavy industrial equipment like drilling and mining. In that, we are say, exporting to Coal India. For a long time, they have been our partners, and they are purchasing heavy excavating machines for open pit coal mining from my banks group. Besides clearing services, we are ready to provide trade finance services for businesses exporting into Russia or importing from Russia. That can also be discussed separately. The bank, as most other large Russian banks, it's no longer just a financial or a credit institution. It's a group of companies that supports research and development and invests into high-tech sectors, starting from life sciences, biotechnology, quantum computing, cybersecurity, renewable energy, green hydrogen. So if there are any offers or questions coming from those fields, that is also something we can discuss. One thing that may be of interest to the agricultural sector as well as to municipalities in India, we have a startup that's building a solution which enables the conversion of bio-waste, that is residue from fruits and vegetation, to be converted into biocompost, which is a natural fertilizer that can be used at scale in agriculture, or it can also be used in a much smaller scale in small farms, even in households. Even you can use that, say, for your flower pots on your windows. The bacteria that the startup is developing is unique. And besides giving you natural fertilizer, it also cuts down on the amount of hard waste that needs to be processed and then discarded. And it also seriously pushes down the level of harmful gases and substances released into the atmosphere, into the ground, and into the water as these natural substances decompose. I can also put my business card here on the table if anybody is interested. You can take a picture and get in touch with us. My office is based in Delhi, but of course I can travel should business require that. If you have any questions, please ask them now. Otherwise, you can reach out to me via the app. Thank you.
Okay, fine. So no issues. Hi everyone. So thanks Zlata for introducing me. My name is Ekaterina Stashna. I represent Regional Center of Rosatom, a Russian State Nuclear Corporation. So I hope all of you know that we have one of the biggest projects already in India, our flagship project, which is based in Tamil Nadu state. Its name is Kudankulam Nuclear Power Plant. So 6 units gonna work for the well-being of Tamil Nadu and some Parosi states. So units 1 and 2 are already connected to the national grid since 2013 and 2016. So they're producing more than 117 billion kilowatt of electricity, and that's really cool. So units 3, 4, 5, and 6 are in progress. So they're on manufacturing stage. So in the very, very nearest future, you're going to have even more energy in the state. So, but still, once these great infrastructure projects are implemented, of course, we cannot not to talk about the most important thing, in my opinion, about high-skilled workforce. Basically, we accumulate our extensive international experience in education and professional training, which was basically for nuclear, but still we have enlarged our industries and fields. So, of course, this training includes the training for Kudankulam project mostly, and some joint educational initiatives, some collaborations with leading academic institutions all over India. One of our subsidiary companies, which is called Engineering and Technical Center JET, he is in charge of the educational programs all over India. And we had even one amazing experience of joint training based on IIT Bombay. So workforce development is not longer limited, as I said, to traditional nuclear disciplines, and modern trainings are incorporate some digital tools. Some simulators, engineerings, and softwares, some digital twins technologies. So I know that many of you are students at the universities, so perhaps in some time in the future you will be pretty much interested in changing your specialty into some engineering stream, and we will be more than happy to invite you to some of our educational programs and to discover this perfect world of nuclear energy. Thank you very much, and I'm extremely sorry for this fast speech. Thank you.
Sorry, just really 3 minutes without a presentation.
It's okay, yeah, sure. No problem. It's okay, Rana. Am I audible? Okay. So as the probably the only Indian in an otherwise Russian panel, I think I'm a prime example of proving that strategic partnerships not just work on between the countries, they work in the panel discussions also. I represent the largest bank of Russia called Sberbank in their India division. It is not only the largest bank of Russia, it is also the largest corporate of Russia, the largest IT company of Russia, the largest employer outside the government in Russia. So it gives me immense pride to introduce the organization, which is about 185-year-old. In general, in India, we've been here for about 16 years, and we hold an AD Category 1 license, which means that we are as good a bank as HDFC, ICICI, or any other bank that you can think of. It is the highest category license that RBI gives. As of now, we have 2 branches, Delhi and Mumbai, but you will hopefully, fingers crossed, see us in many more cities in the next 1 year. We are doing corporate banking only as of now. We are not into retail banking. But within corporate banking, we do the entire gamut of services. We do trade finance, your letters of credit, bank guarantees, LC discountings. And you can place fixed deposits with us, open current accounts, and everything under the sun. One unique feature, and I will rest my speech after just a minute because we have to leave for another meeting. You probably have never come across any financial institution or any other company that provides services for or platform for Indian manufacturers and exporters in the Russian market. This is a unique service that we do, which we call it business development, and we are so vehemently committed to it that we have about 70 individuals. They are on our payrolls, of course. It's a large business development team, 30 of them sitting in Russia and about 40 of them in India, and their only job is to do matchmaking between Russian buyers and Indian sellers. So our only objective through this initiative is to promote exports from India to Russia. And when I say that this is the only financial institution in the world that does that, I mean it. And not only trade between the two countries, but improving exports from the host country to the home country. So please make good use of this initiative. You can get in touch with us. I would have loved to show my contact details, but I guess we'll have to do it otherwise. Any questions? I'll be here for another minute. You can probably exchange numbers and we can get in touch. Yeah. I will have to. I don't have the card right now. आप login कर सकते हो? But otherwise, if there is any question, you can ask. Why meanwhile the what?
Business card.
नहीं आपका वो
Right
PPT.
now.
Yeah, I'll just.
You will join us yourself?
Yeah, where is
Okay.
it? हाँ वो वाला लैपटॉप तो गया.
वो टेक्निकल प्रॉब्लम आ गया था इसलिए लैपटॉप चेंज कर दिया.
Yes. They have.
Sir, please wait a minute. Sir is showing PPT.
PPT नहीं देख रहा भाई. बस contact him. कौन सा session जाना? हाँ जी. Sorry. हाँ. क्या मिल
हाँ हाँ मैं आपको शेयर करता हूँ.
किधर है भाई?
उतने का तो चली गई. ये आ गया.
वो ई का तरीका. हाँ. नीचे लेके आ जाओ. ये रख.
भाई मीटिंग में तो फोन करो. मीटिंग वो इधर पास में है क्या अभी?